2023-2024 season. Let's get it. It's a great return, lay our tracks back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Real and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with a yard in the chat. Baltimore Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree, we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Nico, we trust, yeah, we know about that. MFF fail, back new roster. Cooking up with Kirby, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this hearty. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining, we home like phosphorus. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luca and Kyrie, they created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Will and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs. We talk Dallas Mavericks from a fan's perspective, guys. Listen, it is your boy, Real and King. Back with another one for you. Not a good one tonight. Definitely not a good one tonight. We're going to get into all that. But before we do, man, listen. If you guys are into Dallas Maverick content, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. And join us here for more Mav content, man. Of course, we got a lot more to talk about as the season continues. And also, everybody, please hit that like button, too. That'll help out a lot with the channel. All right, man. I don't have any scores or anything up, man. I figure we just going to talk about the last two games, the last two outings, and what we took away from it.
Podcast listeners, please leave us 5 stars as well, please.
Oh, yeah, podcast listeners, my bad. Not a good one tonight, man. Wasn't even worth watching, but yeah, it is what it is, man. What was your takeaway from the game, man? Or games, I guess, last two games.
So the defense, I'll start with the goods. The defense has been pretty good, actually, last two games in general. We can get to certain, criteria or pieces of the defense, like the interior defense, things like that, and not fouling. But as far as like a number, I think the Clippers had 105 today or something, 107. The Lakers had 105, 101, something like that. So, yeah, like I feel like that in whole was pretty good. The first game, the Lakers, we looked dominant, actually. The first 3 quarters, actually, I thought we were incredible. Fourth quarter, they went off, made a bunch of tough shots. I felt like we got into a little bit of Luka ball back and forth, trying to be with LeBron for a second. But we pulled through when it mattered. Shout out to Kyrie. Shout out to Luka as well. Luka made some big buckets and big decisions in the fourth quarter. But other than that, man, when we get to this game, the story of the game is Luka and Kyrie scored 56 points between the two of those two, and we ended the game with 88 points. So that means 10 other guys played tonight, and we got 32 points between all of them. So, that's pretty much what it was, man. I hope Luka's okay. I know he was pretty banged up this game. Kyrie gave us a spark when we needed it. Tried to get us back into the game. It's good to see Rashawn Holmes starting. I know we didn't have our starting center, so it sucks. It's like perfect time for Rashawn Holmes to show out and actually get time now. We don't actually have our starting center, so things aren't put into place still. And, man, nobody really showed up offensively. I'm not even going to point fingers at guys. We know that whole story about what needs to happen. Josh Green didn't show up today, though. Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't show up. The guys I expected to have to help us out, they didn't show up. So that's what happens, man. We got basically destroyed by the Clippers. So I guess they owe this one.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a bad game, bro.
Yeah.
This season's been up and down. Season so far has been mid, as the young folks like to say. It's just, even with the record, it just don't feel like it's been that season for us right now. You see all the holes. Just, I don't know, man. I'm just tired, bro.
Would you say our season has felt very Tim Hardaway-ish?
Pretty much. I'm tired. I think I'm all around tired, bro. I'm tired of talking about the same stuff. Tired of looking at the same problems. Tired of hearing the same fans bitching about the same stuff all the time. I'm tired of the stands. I'm tired of I'm tired of the coaching staff. I'm tired of Mark Cuban. I'm tired of the inconsistencies with this team. I'm just tired, bro.
We already know what it is. Like, it's no need to even do it.
It's not even that, bro. It's just all of it. Toxic ass fans.
Yeah.
Trash team. Tired of seeing the same players out there that we know trash to keep putting them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you re-signing the same players that were the issue last year. I'm tired of looking at the white power. I'm just like the people who defend the white power. I don't know how you can even defend the white power. Like I'm tired of the mass state media. I'm tired, bro. I'm flat out tired. It's the same song and dance. I've been rooting for the team my whole life, and I'm just tired, bro. Self-inflicted. Like, I get tired. I feel like we waste our nights on here doing this shit at 12 something in the morning. I'd rather be right now instead of watching that game. I'd rather be down there with my wife watching it.
1 something in the morning, I could have been watching a nice horror flick right now with Wayne.
I'm tired, bro.
Eat some popcorn or something.
I mean, what else we supposed to say? Because it feels like anything me and you say ain't right.
Nah.
Somebody in the comment section after the show bitch about. So what you supposed to say, King? What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
we can't break down folks individually because then we hating. So
yeah. So what else we supposed to say? Because I know you watch the game today, but you a casual because you don't watch the games.
Nah, I don't.
You got a whole Playback TV contract now that you have people on there with you watching, but you don't watch the games because you're a casual.
I've seen. I probably can count on my hand within the last since Luka Doncic has been a Maverick fan, the number of games I've missed where I haven't seen it or at least heard it.
But like I said, bro, I don't know.
The casuals, bro.
I don't. Like I said, I don't know what to say, bro. I think I'm more mentally tired than anything, bro. Yeah. But
it's nothing exciting about the team.
Nah, it definitely ain't fun no more like it used to be, man. You know, I started this because I enjoy talking math with people like you, like my boy Jay, like my cousin Will, my boy Thomas, my boy B Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had fun talking sports with guys like that, bro. This shit ain't fun no more, bro. Especially when your team is looking like trash right now. Like I said, yeah, we got to win a record. But do you feel like this team is anywhere close to the team that went to the West Conference Finals?
Not as far as team, no.
No. Like, I just...
Bro, it's because
I'm tired, bro.
We play too much. Like, and I think that's a representation of Jason Kidd. We play too much. We take too long to, like, address issues we already know.
And that's the part that pissed me out, too, about that game.
Yeah, man. It's just, I hate that. I hate we throw away games. I don't know who we think we are to do that. I don't know who we think we are. Like, I don't know what.
Thank you, King. That's why that's the part that I don't get either. Like you said, I think you said this before. You're not in a position to just be signing regular people. You're not Denver. You're not Boston. Nobody like that. You're not in a position, bro, to just be saying, you know what? I know we need this particular thing, but let's just go ahead and sign the White Power because he's a good guy.
Bro, the White Power and Maxi Kleber with the JaVale McGee thing, like I said, gets you a quality wing, or like I said, a quality backup like a Nas Reed. Nas Reed would be here if we weren't paying those guys. But if you then threw on top of that like a Seth Curry as well, that's a real good player.
The guy right now that killed you a few games ago. You're still paying the guy who killed you a few games ago. Now you cut that guy. The guy that you barely used, you cut him, and you keep the White Power. What did he do today?
I don't even know.
What did he do in the Laker game? Oh, okay. See what I'm saying? Like, this just get tiring, bro. Like, I'm tired of talking about the same stuff, bro. It's getting frustrating. It's getting old. It feels like rinse and repeat damn near every show now. Like you said, we know the issues, and you just like, whatever. Like, listen, it didn't take Nico 20 games to decide what the problem is, bro. We called this out 15 games ago. Why you need an additional 20? Like you knew this over the offseason. You said yourself in multiple interviews on Channel 8, on whatever Mad.com or whatever it is, bro. Like you said yourself, yo, we need size, we need rebounding, we need athleticism. You're still small, King. They played Grant Williams at the center today, bro. At the back end of the game today. Grant Williams every bit of 6'6". He ain't Charles Barkley, I'll tell you that. 6'6".
Hell, Charles Barkley not even the center, but yeah, he can't even really play center. But that's because you can't trust in Dwight Powell. But we knew that for years now.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Funny, I make $2.15 an hour working a drive-through at some random restaurant, bro, and I can sit here and tell you that Dwight Powell should not have been on. Matter of fact, I screamed it all summer long, and folks kept telling me to leave it alone. It's gonna be okay. You just crying, blah 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 blah. And now every time we do one of these playbacks TVs, or we do the watch alongs, or we in here in the show right now, people are in here lining up killing Dwight Powell. And I was saying this all summer long. We did not see that guy back. I didn't care what you signed him for. You could have signed that dude to the cheapest contract in the history of mankind, King. You could have signed him for 50 cents an hour. I did not care.
Mm-hmm.
And he said this on one of the shows during the summer. He said this: Dwight Powell on this team is going to take a spot that you need.
Yep.
Maxey, we said this, 2 years ago when he signed that contract. Me and you was on here telling people, we do not need to be signing Maxey Kleber right now. He is damaged goods. We got murdered.
He got a pay raise.
Ain't got a pay raise. Yep. Me and you was, I kid you not, King, I remember this. Few shows before he got that contract, me and you was in here talking about, man, we get that $9 million off the books with whatever else is coming off the books that year, man, we gonna have enough to do this and do that. How'd that go for you, King? Now matter of fact, you're over the first threshold of the salary cap for what? What do you have to show for it? All you had was a mid-level and a biannual to play with this year. You want to know why? Because you decided to go sign Dwight Powell. Yep. You decided to re-sign Maxey Kleber. Yep. Like you said, those contracts, the set contract that me and TGK was sitting there like, I don't know about that one. Like, why we make that move? And on top of that, you got JaVale McGee that you stretch waived. That's money you could have used to get a big in here that you need right now.
Yep.
King, this is embarrassing, bro. I hate when me and you were doing a show or doing playback or doing a watch along or whatever, when we have people who are members of the channel who are other fans. It's embarrassing, bro. Because it's like you sitting there, you telling them, hey, man, I'm seeing this and that. This is what they need to do, and then they don't do it. And then that person of the team is pointed out to you. That's embarrassing, bro. I'm sitting there watching us get demolished on the boards because you refuse to go get another center. Now, I saw somebody type this in on playback today. Do you remember when Luka asked the front office to get him a veteran big?
Yep.
Where he at, King? Your idea of getting a veteran big, guess who that was? Dwight Powell.
Dwight Powell, yeah.
Signed Dwight Powell back.
Dwight Powell.
Now, you also told me that you saw a stat that with Dwight Powell and Tim Hardaway in the lineup together, they what was it again? What percentage was they on defense? What was it?
They're in the 0 percentile, which means they are the worst.
Like I said, bro,
it's
same stuff every night.
It ain't cool, man. It would have been another big. We could add another player for all those players. Like it's trash.
Everybody named Mama know we need a big. Everybody, literally everybody. We had
cute.
Wilson come over here and told us we need a big.
We had Tyson Chandler tell us we had another big.
Tyson Chandler said we need a big.
It's cute when you come on the show and like I say stuff like, kid must watch the show or certain players watch the show because they eventually run stuff and they do it. But it kind of sucks in a way when you feel like you said, you make $2.15 and it's like, why do I have to see this 15 games before you do to be like, well, let's try it this way. And then you're still trying it cute. Like Rashawn Holmes was started the game today and was out in like the first 3 minutes. It felt like, you feel me? And then they went back like, why? Like, why are we doing this? Just stop playing. Why I don't understand. Under this regime right now, this Jason Kidd regime, we play with games. I don't like that we play with games. I really dislike that part. We aren't that
You're
good.
killing me right now with these rotations too, man. You're killing me with these rotations, bro.
Yeah.
Like you playing too many. Like, bro, I should not see a lineup of Seth Curry, Tim Hardaway, and like Josh Green
and Dwight Powell. I told you, what was it? Was it the Lakers game though, or was it the game before that? Where he actually was doing awesome rotation. I think it was the Lakers game.
It might have been a Lakers game.
He's Tim Hardaway Jr. in it right now.
As a matter of fact, it was a Lakers game because that's when he finally decided to put Holmes in as the backup center.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, this looks good. And then, like, Lively is a. I told somebody on the show, I don't remember who exactly it was. I'm sorry, y'all. On Playback, that Lively's not the best player for us, but if we want to change
somebody said this.
If we want to change where we are as far as from last year to this year, Derek Lively is the most important player on the Mavericks right now. So he has to be in there to see how it goes. Like, these are like schedule L's right now, as wild as that is. When Derek Lively's not playing, you might just be able to schedule it as an L. That's how good Derek Lively is. That's how impactful he is. All of our best lineups. TGK, shout out to him for doing on his pregame show the lineups and doing the advanced numbers. All of our best lineups, but like 2 of them had Derek Lively involved in it. Every 4-man, every 3-man, like Derek Lively was involved in it, bro. He's incredible, bro. He is all rookie. He's that dude. Like, I'm so excited. Like, it's always the gift and the curse of having Luka Doncic, bro. It's like Luka's young. He's so freaking young, but it's like, how long can you wait? Is he willing to wait? I'm hoping he's willing to wait. But like, Derek Lively gonna be legit, bro. Like, I'm so excited to see what the future is for him. Josh Green, Tim Hardaway Jr. again. I don't know how we're gonna get better players, bro. I don't know how we're gonna get better players because I told you we so scarred from some of the trash that's put on the court that when guys play decent or guys play their role, we start thinking they're superstars. So then we're like, man, we don't want to get rid of these guys because we're used to seeing so much trash on the court. But like, bro, Tim Hardaway Jr. is Tim Hardaway Jr. You feel me? Like, he's Tim Hardaway. He's 31. He's Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, we wish we can get the best version of Tim Hardaway Jr. Excuse me, which we seem to have been getting this year. But I would rather have a bunch of players than Tim Hardaway Jr. He's a commodity right now shooting. Why not go get someone else for Tim Hardaway Jr.? We can find what Tim Hardaway does.
I also said this too. If you're talking about getting guys to take the spots of Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber or whatever coming up here in the next trade deadline or whatever the case is, you got to get rid of one of them guys, bro. You can't keep trading around those guys and they're still on this team. Because then you're taking up a spot. Once again, you're taking up a spot. Now, you drafted Omax and you traded for Holmes for both of those guys to take those guys' spots. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand why we still have these two on the team, bro. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand why we signed. I said this a million times too. I don't understand why we extended Josh Green so quick.
Nope.
You held all the cards. I don't understand why you extended him.
Nope.
I don't know why they signed Seth Curry. Like I said, me and TJK was on that train from the get-go. Was confused by that move. I was thinking, yo, all we've been hearing this whole offseason is that we need a size. And you use that mid-level or buy-in or whatever it was to go sign a guy that you didn't need. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes no sense to me, bro. And then on top of that, you got a young guy like Hardy who's regressing, bro, if you be honest with yourself. He's regressing because you're moving him further down the pecking order.
Yep.
You're not helping him grow. You know, he's constantly putting people in front of him. People who should not be in front of him.
You trade Tim Hardaway. What's Tim scoring right now? Like 17, 18?
Yeah.
Probably. You take Tim Hardaway, you trade him. Jaden Hardy is the 6th man. You don't think he can at least get 12? If he getting 12, right? Say we drop in offense by 6 points a game, right? If we go get somebody that's like a defender, like somebody that's great, you wouldn't trade that off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go. Tim Hardaway's position is easier to fill. He's a you got to put work around him. Like, he's not even a great defender or nothing like that. So he's just, if he doesn't make shots, it's nothing with him. Go get somebody that can do something more than, they're not one dimension. Go get somebody else that's not one dimension.
So you saying don't get players that just do one thing on one side of the ball. You want
Yes.
guys who play. I think we,
Or even if they can't just
again,
say they do multiple things on the other side of the ball. Just do multiple things. Just don't be a guy
Yes.
where if something's done, like if Tim can't shoot the ball today, he couldn't dribble the ball, he couldn't do anything else, but he kept trying to shoot the ball and he was not good at shooting the ball today. Go get somebody where if they can't shoot the ball, they can play great defense, or you feel me, they can get if they can't shoot the ball, they can still play defense or rebound, or they can always rebound for you, or something where they can. It's always something else that they can do for you. Timmy's not that guy. You trade him while he's hot, man. You can always get a volume shooter off the bench. That's easy. Like Richard, shout out to Richard. So you can get a Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton can do what Tim Hardaway Jr. does. It may not exactly the same, but he can go get you buckets somehow, some way to get you the same amount of points. I feel like Jordan Clarkson, all these guys can do that stuff. You need to go get you somebody that can actually help your team. We have a young microwave guy on the bench. All he needs is time. Jaden Hardy just needs time. We say that every year, bro. When we see him not get time, we see him not put up points. He's a scorer. He's not a shooter. So he needs to be able to put up buckets and go out there and score. You give him Tim Hardaway Jr.'s like shots, I think he'll be able to put up Tim Hardaway Jr. numbers or close to it.
I agree.
People don't want to hear that, though. You know, they say keep Tim Hardaway Jr. forever at 31. Why am I thinking that Jaden Hardy can almost do what Tim Hardaway Jr. does, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is 31? And Jaden Hardy's what, 21, 22? We should be playing Jaden Hardy. We're at a point like, come on, Tim Hardaway's not, you can say he's important. He's not that important, though. And Jaden Hardy may be a better defender than Tim Hardaway Jr. is already.
That's part that kind of made me mad about Kid too, because he don't just try certain things just to see what you got.
Certain guys get seniority on his team, bro. I don't know.
I don't understand that, bro.
I don't understand the seniority thing. It's like once you here and you got your badge of honor and you've been here for a certain amount of years, you get like your little tassel or whatever, and you put it on you and you say, "Hey, I've been a Maverick. I've been one of them boys for a certain amount of years and all. Like I'm here." I was like, "Bro, stop that."
That's what he was doing. That's how the White Power was kind of getting minutes, bro. It's like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seniority.
Like, you can't tell me you sitting here watching what you watching, bro, and you got a dude sitting on the bench. You're not going to even try to give him some type of something, bro.
All I'd say is, bro, there's no way that they're not seeing this in practice. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's no way. There's no way you're going to tell me that the White Power was like cooking these dudes in practice. There's no way. When they having scrimmages and all, there's no way you can tell me Dwight Powell. You look at him and you're like, man, you know what? Dwight Powell looks better than Rashawn Holmes. I know that there's no way. So I don't understand why they always do this. Dwight Powell's been here for 10 years, so give him the starting position. It's like, bro, you got somebody better on your bench. You played that's neither here nor there.
You always hear people talking about they scared Luka gonna leave and all that stuff. It's like, bro, y'all wasting this man time with this trash, man. Because you won't even try things. Establish
something. Like, it's not about screw coddling Luka Doncic, his friends and all that. Win. Nobody runs away from winning, bro. You feel me? As the number one guy, I've never seen anybody run away from winning as the number one guy. Never. Except for Kawhi. And Kawhi's a different beast because he already told you he told you before you even signed him, he was just on rental for that half the time. He said, I'm going back home. He's that, but nobody else. Everybody, if you win, you don't leave. Giannis, he won. He stayed. Kobe, when he wins, he stays. You feel winning as the number one guy, why would you leave a situation where you win titles as the number one guy? So who cares about making sure the correct buddy in them is there? Like, put a team together and win. Luka will love the team for winning. He'll be happy that you got a team together to help them win.
Yeah,
I'm tired of this, bro. Dwight Powell we keep trying to defend him and find ways. He can be the nicest guy in the world, but somebody has to be the worst player in the NBA. Somebody has to be. I said that before. Somebody has to be. It is what it is. He's closer to that than he is at the top. So I can't, man. Like, I'm done with this dude. He can't play power forward. He can't play center. He can't do it for our team. It's not trying to bully him. It's just calling it what it is, y'all. Like, look at his numbers and tell me where he fits on the team. Somebody just tell me. I ain't even gonna say he can't fit. Somebody tell me where he fits with the production that he gives us. He ain't shooting threes for us as a power forward.
If ain't protecting the rim as a center,
protecting the rim as a center, getting you rebounds or a bunch of blocks. And he's not stopping guys as far as being an anchor. He only got to get you blocks. Like, blocks are just a stat that's great, but it doesn't represent you being an anchor. You don't even have to have a bunch of blocks. He just doesn't protect the rim at all. Like, bro, he made a play today. He was defending Zubac in the paint. He stepped out the paint on the other side of Zubac, like left out, bro. You don't get 3 in the key if you in arm's length. Like, stay on your guy. You good. He stepped outside, left Zubac in the middle of the paint. They just threw an easy pass to Zubac in the middle. He turned around and dunked the ball. Because he worried about jumping off from 3 in the key, and it's like, bro, you playing defense on your guy. He got to get out the paint. You don't know how. That's just low IQ moments, bro. We lose the low IQ moments. That guy just gets up easy buckets. Like, that's wild. And it was nobody. It's not like somebody was on the 3-point line that could have stood over there. There was nobody over there.
Right.
There was no one over there. He did that.
Oh, yeah, bro. You got anything else you want to add, bro? Go and get to just questions and comments, I guess.
Get to him, man. It's trash. Oh, play the game? I don't even know, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get to the questions and comments, bro.
They don't deserve it today. They trash.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not even the front office get it. I was also gonna say too, before we get to the questions and comments, and this right here, I'm gonna go back to you heard me get on this dude about 2 years now, bro. I'm getting tired of Mark Cuban, bro. I'm getting tired of Mark Cuban. He can have these interviews all day long, hyping himself up like he's the greatest guy that ever stepped foot on the basketball in the arena, in the front office or whatever. He can sit there and make it seem like he's the guy who did all the good stuff, but whenever the bad stuff come up, like, why in the hell the White House still here? You don't hear nothing about that. But he'll hype the White House up though. Then that'll bleed into the fan base. That'll bleed into the Mass State media. Like, you never hear this guy take any type of responsibility for anything that goes bad. You've never heard him talk about that. Every interview sounds the exact same way. King, where was he at when they had the sexual allegations and stuff in the front office? I hate to bring this up, but where was he at with that?
He wasn't.
Now, you the most hands-on owner probably in all the sports other than Jerry Jones, but you had no idea none of that stuff was going on.
He wasn't there.
So, like I said, the White Power getting re-signed 2 times, or maybe 3 times. I can't remember when it is.
Have you?
What's your answer on that? Or when Jason Kidd got hired before your GM, where's your answer on that? Or the fact that you yourself said back in like 2005 or 2006 or whatever it was that you don't take the draft seriously because y'all keep being at the back end of the draft, yet you had another team in your state win 5 championships off of the draft. Where were you at then?
You ever see a free agent that was able to get like a minimum contract, like a minimum, vets minimum, on the Twitter page when he a free agent being profiled? Have you ever seen that before? But you know, that's why I'm like, when people say that whole Rockets 12 million thing was a front, that man was on Twitter being highlighted the whole offseason, bro. It's like, as soon as the last season ended, it was the white power on there and what he was doing and all that.
As soon as he got back from FIBA, that's all you seen on social media, bro.
Yep.
Now, I was also going to ask you, where were you at when you squandered at the back end of Dirk's career? I don't hear you taking any ownership on that. It's always funny when stuff go right. Oh, that was all me. But when anything goes wrong, crickets. I don't hear you. I don't hear you admitting any of that. The whole Christian Wood thing, that was his fault. It was never your fault.
Nope.
Christian Wood say, "Give me a first to get me over there."
Nobody ever answered about that, bro. Nobody has ever answered about the first round draft pick.
But like I said, the dude always, when you see him on these interviews, he always seems like he's the guy. He's the savior of the league. Matter of fact, not just the NBA, not for the Mavs, the NBA. Every little nuance the way that comes up is his idea. Every positive thing that happened with the Mavericks, it was his idea. The reason why Dallas won in 2011, that was him, because he's the one who said whatever he said to Pat Rod and all that. But like I said, all the other stuff I just named off, the negative stuff, I don't ever hear you saying thing that had anything to do with you.
Bro, we could have traded that first round draft pick to get a first round draft pick the next year.
Yeah, could have flipped it. But like I said, your Lord and Savior Mark Cuban. Like I said, always the good when stuff go good, but when it's bad, it's pointing finger time. It's somebody else.
He ain't my Lord and Savior. My Lord and Savior is Skin. You got to run.
The team failed in the last regime. That was Donnie.
That's my Lord and Savior Skin, man.
Oh, my bad.
Wrong person.
But yeah, let's get to
you
these.
thought that was Mark Followill. My bad.
No,
shout out to your boy. Did you shout out your boy?
Yeah.
Your boy Joe. Not our homie Joe.
No, I ain't worried about him.
Oh, all right.
I clumped him in with a lot of other people.
Understood.
Him.
Understood.
But yeah, for the people who are in the comment section, man, if you got any questions in the comments, you already know what to do, man. Hit us with that WTM in front of your question or your comment. If you want to address us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. Also, guys, please be respectful in the comment section. We take the super chats first before any other regular chats. So if any super chats come in, we'll address those first. We got a few of them here. David with the $4.99 dono. It says Josh Green is their new Reggie Bullock. Rail used to say, I've never seen so many zeros on the stat line. Seems like Reggie is back, man. And like I said, David, just tired of repeating myself, man. We said this before he signed that contract. We was like, yo, I'm not in a hurry to sign him. Wasn't in a hurry. You didn't have to sign him right now. He's a restricted free agent. I know everybody was like, he might have the same thing happen like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was an unrestricted free agent. So, yeah, you had to treat that a little different. With this one, he was restricted. You weren't in a hurry. And if somebody did give him a contract, guess what you can do, King? You can match it.
Yep.
Like, I don't understand, man. Like, hey, and if things didn't work out, then you just sign and trade him.
Yep.
But, hey, it is what it is. Mount with the $10 dough. No, he says, Rail picked me up for a super chat. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And unless you can buy the team amount and clean it out and get better pieces and get better front office and all that good stuff, and it is what it is. Logan with the $2 dough. No, he says we have too many guards. We need more bigs and wings. Yeah, and that's what I was saying, Logan. That's what I was saying a minute ago. Like when you went to sign Seth Curry, why'd you sign Seth Curry? That signing made no sense at all. You know you needed size, and yet you go. Matter of fact, right after Kyrie, the second signing was Seth Curry. Remember that?
And Seth Curry eats into Jaden Hardy's development as well.
That's what I was just saying. You cutting into this man's development, man. But that's it again.
All right. What up, Brian? And thank y'all too for the super chats as well.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Brian says this team will never function at peak level unless Kyrie initiates the offense more. It's just Luka's slow old man basketball with his turnovers when they struggle. Kyrie has to be involved in all times. I feel you, Brian. I ain't even gonna front. Sometimes I feel like Kyrie need to play more the point guard and Luka play the the 3. Brian says Luka has to look for Kyrie more consistently instead of just looking for his numbers. They got to flow, man. More pick and roll from him. That's what I need. Brian says
all we heard this offseason and all we saw in them little Maverick video they posting on their social media that they were going to do it.
Yeah. Brian says if the goal is to play with pace to maximize the skill set of all the players on the team, why isn't Kai initiating the offense more dumb basketball? Because if you run more, then Luka Doncic fans going to be mad if it leads the wins or whatever.
That's why I'm letting you say it, Brian, because we say it and we hating.
Yeah.
And we casuals if we say it. So
if it leads to wins, it's like, why do it? It's like, no, but you got to have your star player looking a certain way. I'm like, whoa.
Those people, Brian, are people that give a damn about the Mavericks. They don't want certain players to look good.
Yeah. Stress-Free says, what is the identity of this team? You tell us, Stress.
Good question.
He also says Grant Williams looked like a random fat dude they picked up from the street today. Yeah.
He ain't been looking too good, man. And his defense starting to slip. Now, maybe that has a lot to do with the fact that he didn't have his anchor behind him, I guess. I don't know.
Steven says the white Paul is that guy. What? Man. He also says still don't know why they got rid of McGee. Yeah. Cam says it was Mavs versus Clippers and Dwight Powell tonight. They had 2 Powells. That's what someone said in playback. Nancy, what up? She says, "Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? I could be better, I guess, but thank you." She said, "Well, that was an ugly loss, but this is one of the things that have concerned me all year with kids. Excuse me. I don't think he plays Luke and Kyrie together enough on the floor so they can spread the floor out, especially when they're down. He does too much. Put one in and take the other one out. What are your thoughts about that?" I agree. Go ahead, bro. You can go take
I mean, he did the same thing with Luka and Jalen Brunson before they got damn witty. So I mean, you're trying to keep one of those guys on the floor at all times because those are the 2 creators on our team. So, I mean, can they play more together? I guess. But I do understand why he's staggering them like that. He's not the only coach that does that when you only got 2 superstars. You try to stagger them. You keep them in together in the first, keep them together in the second. In the fourth, and then stagger them between the second and the third. So,
I just hate that Jason Kidd has like a set way he does it and he stays with it.
Yeah,
that's my only thing with it. Like today, we had 3 games or 2 days off before we played today. Was it 2 or 3? Was it 3? Before we played today, we played last time on Wednesday.
What's today?
Saturday.
Yeah, we played. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been 3 days. Then the next game we have is 2 days after this one, right? So at that point, this is a game you can play a little differently. Like I would have played Kyrie and Luka a lot more together. Like let them. This is a game where they can have minutes. I felt like he still stays with the same philosophy, like doing that same thing. And I'm like, well, just keep them in the game. Like if they're the only 2 that's scoring, then they have to score. You feel me? Like let the dudes go off for like 40 apiece if they got to or whatever. Like that's what we need tonight. So just let them guys play. But he stays with that philosophy.
Wasn't it like another player other than Luka and Kyrie didn't score until like 4:21 in the second?
Yeah. And I think the only guys that had a 3 was Grant Williams had 1, Tim Hardaway had 1, and Derrick Jones Jr. had 1, right? And that was it. All the rest of them, I think, were Kyrie and Luka. Bro, it was ugly. They scored 32 points, the rest of the team. Tim Hardaway Jr. averages damn near 2/3 of that by himself. Allegedly. The last one says, "Why we be acting like Kyrie ain't a star player? What I mean is when Kyrie was hot early, we took him out the game and give the ball to Luka. After he hurt his hand, Luka will get his points." Hey, I mean, bro, I don't get sometimes if Luka was hurt today. All right, never mind. I'm tired of getting like.
And why didn't Lively play? If you sent me a video of him shooting around and everything, he's looking okay, and he said he was okay.
Because kids say, because kids set in his ways. You can give up games, bro. He's 19. If he was good, let him play. Like, but you know how it was nothing serious. That's how I feel. Like, let the dude play, but they willing to give up games. Kyrie, I feel the same way last. Like, so Kyrie was good in the first, but then Luka got hot in the second quarter, though, which was like, okay, let's go. When we go down again, like if we go in a run and Kyrie gets hot, you don't stop him. I thought it was like heat checking all. You feel me? Like you don't stop until the guy needs to be. You keep running the same play or running the same thing. Stay with it until it's broken. Like why go back to? And I feel like that sometimes too. Like go back to Luka now and holding the ball and playing different when something is successfully working. It's the same thing with Luka though. If Luka gets in the groove, like that's why I wasn't mad when Trey talked about the second quarter. I'm like Luka got us back into the game though in the second quarter. Like he went off. I was fine with that. You keep going to the guy that's going off, but when Kai's going off sometimes. I feel like they do cut him short. It's like, let him go. What up, Shamar? He says, can't wait for the Mavs to select another Josh Green with that first pick. F contending, let's develop with 2 stars.
Yeah, Josh reverted back to.
They develop it, man. Like, they signed Max. That contract could have been a nice player, y'all. Like a nice established player. Nice.
And now they got the kind of contract that you're not gonna be able to move unless you attach a person.
Unless you include the developing players.
That too. But
Yep.
you're gonna have to waste the first just to get off their contracts, bro.
Or
That's
the
stupid,
developing
man.
players. So that's all you got to do, bro. So you
You
leaking
just sitting here
assets.
talking about wasting first on Christian Wood, and now you have to get out these 2 contracts with 2 players that are bad.
Leaking assets, letting players on our team be joke around. Chandler Parsons, I give the example again. Like Mark Cuban, for some reason, like those dudes. He falls in love with these dudes and becomes friends with them. And when he becomes friends with the guys, he's like, all right, I keep you here forever, bro. I ain't letting go of you. I'll let you drain my assets. It don't matter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's been a month for 7 months. He says, how long till we done with Josh Green? He said the F happened to him. I don't even know.
I mean, we gotta hold on to the end of the year now, man, because he's a poison pill. So
I mean, like that go back to the whole. It's just you know what I wish, man. Let me ask you a question. If we had we had Jerry West right now, would we still have the White Powder Max Cleveland?
we wouldn't have Jerry West.
Excuse me. If we still had we had Danny Ainge, you think we would have had them?
We wouldn't have Danny Ainge.
Lawrence Frank?
We wouldn't have Lawrence Frank.
Daryl Morey?
We wouldn't have Daryl Morey, I don't think.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
and you know the reason why they wouldn't be here.
No, I'm talking about as far as if we had those GMs when we still had those players.
No, what I'm saying to you, no. I know we wouldn't have the players. You're right. What I'm saying to you is we would not have these GMs because they wouldn't be able to do what they do. So they would not sign here to be a general manager.
No, I know that. I was just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Any other general manager would not have these guys on the team.
If this team was the Utah Jazz, no, those guys wouldn't.
They literally just traded 2 franchise players.
Yes, they wouldn't be on the team if this was the Utah Jazz. No, but on the Mavericks, those guys would never be the GM on the Mavericks because Mark Cuban would never allow them.
No, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. If we had those GMs, the point I was making was any other GM in the league, those type of GMs would not be signed the White Powder and Max Cleveland back.
You are correct. Oh, I already clicked that one. Last one again said, I hope y'all don't lose Luka or he requests a trade. How many times do y'all need to ask for a center? Someone who will protect the rim. My head hurt looking at this. Hope Mavs get it together, man.
Listen, I've been like I said, I've been a fan my whole life. We was on the members only about a month ago, and I showed them the list of centers that we've drafted in our history of our franchise. As is a Mav fan in the history, we didn't take the center position serious. Now under Mark Cuban, for sure, we did not take the center position seriously. We never took it seriously. And so, like I said, this is the first time in ever we actually drafted a center in the lottery and actually are grooming him, and he's actually looking like something that we can build around now. This is the first time. And this is sad, man. Like I said, you've been the owner of this team since '99. And the first time you decided to go get it, Dirk needed a center, King.
Yep. For his whole career. Dirk
been needing a center his whole career. It's crazy to me, man. Like I said, like we said a million times, Tyson Chandler on a podcast, signed by the Dallas Mavericks, works for the Dallas Mavericks franchise, sat there on a podcast and said himself, the one thing the Dallas Mavericks needs is a center. We've been saying this for the longest.
One thing they don't take serious.
Like I said, he's saying it. Me and King been saying it. TGK been saying it. Any and Reese been saying. Reese, Bibbs, all of them, DDP, any of them guys been saying it for the longest. Now, if everybody can say this, if Tyson Chandler can say this, why haven't you taken that position seriously? And then you wonder why we're getting killed right now. You wonder why we're looking like the smallest team in the league right now. Like, this is why I say a lot of this stuff is self-inflicting. You know what the issue is. We heard Nico himself out of his own mouth say what they needed over the offseason. I don't understand why this is a problem. King, you need gas in your car. You just gonna drive your car without no gas?
No, I'm gonna put sugar in it.
Gotcha. Just makes no sense to me, bro. Like, you know what you need. You said this on. We got you on wax saying what you need. Your own player, ex-player / coach said what y'all need. Fans every day hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook, whatever it is, bro. Talk about what we need in the comment section. What we need. No, and you still have not addressed that need. But you know what? The best thing to probably do in this situation to help all that, re-sign the White Powder, the same guy who was on our team last year. We had damn near the worst defense in the league last year. I mean, it makes sense to me, bro.
let me read this next one, bro. I want your opinion on it. I don't even want to give mine until you say yours. But Brian says, if this team continues to trying to prove that it's Luka's team, quote unquote, where he dominates the ball and only gets Kai involved when they're down by 15, then they're not winning. It's James Harden ball 2.0.
Once again, Brian, I'm gonna let you say it. I'm gonna let you say it. Because if I answer that question, I'm a casual. So
yeah, it's Brian, man. It's like I don't understand how people don't see it. It's not even trying to choose a Kyrie or Luka. Like,
nope.
I'm not trying to. Kyrie's not my favorite player. Like, I don't have to say Kyrie, oh my goodness, and all this. But I do see that Luka makes sure he gets his. When it's like sometimes you may not be the leading scorer, and that's okay. Like, the team is looking better the way Kyrie's playing today with the team, like the way it's running with him. Keep running through him. It's okay, and do what I got to do. But
Brian, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this, bro. You're not wrong, but I'm gonna say this. Like people have this fascination. I'm old school. Like I came from a time where you were fans of a team.
Yep.
I've been a fan of the Mavs before Luka got here. I was a fan of the team before Dirk got there. I was a fan before Jason Kidd got there. I'm not gonna tell you my age, but that's how long I've been a fan. I've been a fan before these guys got on the team. I was a fan of these guys when they left. I'm a fan of the team. Shout out to Damon. He's been saying this on this show for the longest. I don't care what Luka scores. It'd be nice. It's nice when Luka puts up 30 and 10 and 10. It's really nice. It does look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, I want the wins. Everything else will come after when you get the wins. Like, I don't care if we get a win and Luka scores 10 points, I'm happy. As long as I got the win, I don't care. If Kyrie come out there and get you 10 points, we get the win. As long as we got the win, I do not care.
Yeah.
I don't know why people get this hang up, but they want this certain person to be the reason why we win. If you're winning, ain't you happy in general?
Yeah.
Then I don't understand what the problem is. So you're right, man. And I know King been saying it for the longer too. You're right. But like I said, if we say anything about it, bro, we hating. We casuals. We can't criticize Luka at all. Like King said, I ain't got a single Kyrie nothing in my house. But I gotta go out here and say Kyrie's trash every game.
Rel was against us getting Kyrie at first.
But
real talk. That's how it was.
People have selective hearing whenever it's something that they don't like, then it's when they kind of focus in on it or whatever, right? They don't never hear anything else you say. So
it's just like, well, you just stand and all.
We say Luka's trash every game, pretty much. Is what we hear. We say Luka's trash. Yeah. We need to trade him, get rid of him. He's trash. He shouldn't be he's not a top 5 player. We never say anything of that. So in that case, then don't go to my closet then. Don't look at my shoecase over here. All this Luka stuff I got all in my house. Like, don't look at that. Just remember, I hate Luka. He should be traded. He's trash. Remember all that.
A spade.
But like I said, me and King are here to give y'all our perspective on the games. Like I said, I tell folks all the time, if you feel like you don't like our perspective, you got other options.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch us. That's fine. Like I'm not sitting here begging for y'all to watch us. Like I said, I do this. If we get the people, cool. If not, I will live. But like I said, if I'm sitting here looking at something and I'm looking at it and I'm giving you my perspective, then it is what it is. You either respect it or you don't. We just keep it moving. But if I sit here and tell you, hey man, Luka is hogging the ball a little bit too much, he's stopping the pace of the game. We said this a million times too. When Dallas is playing a quicker pace, that's when they're winning the games. When you're playing half-court basketball, you're slowing it down, taking the whole entire team out of their rhythm, you lose the game. But like I said, Brian, we say that, we hating, we casual, we never watched the game in our life. But it is what it is.
You know what? I'm going to keep it real because I kind of bit my tongue because of
go ahead, man.
The conversation of what was happening.
It's your show, man. Man.
Luka was part of the reason that we lost the lead in the fourth quarter against the Lakers. It is what it is. Like, I didn't want to talk about it because we won and it all happened and all that. But, like, Luka went on the stretch in the fourth quarter. He was dominant at first. Then in the fourth quarter, he went in some type of hero ball back and forth with LeBron and just shooting up ridiculous, tiresome shots and all that. And it was like, come on, man, we don't need this right now. What are we doing? Pass the ball. Where's the ball movement? It was no ball movement. We just stand around and watch Luka do what he do against like LeBron and call people out and miss buckets over and over again. But when that happens, we got to just deal with it because We can't call out when that part happens. Only with the good part of Luka. When we get the good defense and we get the movement, we can't call it the bad.
Hold on, fan. How you gonna call Brian that when you a Luka fan? I'm sorry, Luka Stan. And then the pot on the kettle black.
How long fan been a Maverick fan? I'm sorry, whatever fan.
Since 2018.
Okay. Oh man.
James with the $2 dono. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, James. Nice pick too. Orange Juice said, I still want Hardy to play more. Having a guy who can create his own shot easily takes pressure off of Kyrie and Luka. I even want him to start over DJ Jason Thomas for offense. I don't know about that far.
I don't know about that because he's gonna sacrifice size. Yeah. No, but he does need to play some, man. Well, we've said that before too. So
Luka probably truthfully, DJJ, we were all surprised by the way he started. He probably should be on the bench for us. I think he should be a guy that be that should play and get time, but he probably shouldn't be the starting small forward. That's that other wing guy that we need probably. Either move Grant to the 3 or go get a 3 with that center or whatever we're going to do, man.
Maybe I'm overreacting on this, but I thought about this a few games ago with Grant Williams, and you already hit DJJ. I was gonna say that too. See why Grant Williams played the minutes he played in Boston. Just for him to kind of be relied on as that guy for us, I was just like, yeah. I mean, I was only looking for him for the impact anyway. I told y'all that a million times. I wasn't looking for him to score, give me 15 a game. That's not his game. I just feel like he was a guy that you can come in there, he can get you the impact and all that stuff. But I think we're relying on him too much, I guess, for the offense too. I guess I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Like I said, maybe it could be the fact that we need Lively behind him.
It is. I think that's a major fact. It's difficult to tell Grant Williams to then be a center, bro. You tell him to be Maxi Kleber again. That's not his position. It just is what it is. He can take moments of banging guys on switches and stuff like that, but he shouldn't be the guy that's just doing it.
Yeah, I was kind of mad at Kid, man, for putting him at the 5, bro. If to be honest with you, Omax is bigger than Grant Williams.
Bro, I'm at a point right now, I would contemplate starting Exum over DJJ.
Yeah, Exum actually looked good today.
I'm telling you, Exum I think can switch back and forth between him and Luka playing the small forward, whoever playing at the time. I think Exum tall enough and all where he can do it. That's just my opinion. What up, Jaime? That's the right way. I'm sorry. I know Rel was getting on me. Glow Yard gang member saying, while Holmes didn't play great, Powell was absolutely trash water. Yeah, Holmes shouldn't be our starting center. That's just what it is. Nope. So don't go and believe powwows and all. Mav State media make you believe that this is because of Holmes and all. No, Holmes is out of position. Just like everybody else. He was out of position. He should be our number 2 center behind Lively. For now. What up, Live? He says, hi, guys. 3 days in LA means no energy left to play a game, I guess. Yeah, but they were playing a back-to-back, man. They guys had already played almost well over 30 minutes. All their main guys except for Russ. We shouldn't have looked like that. That was ugly.
I didn't think we was going to look like this, but I had a feeling we was going to feel some kind of way when we didn't have Live. When Live was out, I was like, yeah, Zubac about to have a field day or whatever. That's what I thought.
You already know it. Nancy says, I don't understand why J. Kidd just allows the entire team to bomb away at threes when they're not falling, instead of forcing them to go to the basket trying to get at least 2 points. Because Jason Kidd says his philosophy is that you should be shooting more threes than your other team, because if you're a good 3-point shooting team, that threes are more than 2 points. That's literally his philosophy. That's what he said. He wants more threes than the other team, because if you make more threes than their 2s, you're good. Live says Mavs are bad at closing out in rotations. They often overhelp, mainly Josh does, and without rim protection, this way of defense leads to nothing. Yeah, they collapse too hard, Live, all the time, man. They always running past people. I'm like, bro, chill. Most of the time, people are trying to pump fake you to get to the rim. So protect your guys at the rim as well by not closing out so hard. Close out hard. I'm not saying that, but you don't got to jump past them and all that. Just get a hand in their face.
Do that jump pass stuff.
Yeah, just get a hand in their face. Get up on them. Div says, so Luka scored most of the points and every other wide open shot was missed by the others, quote unquote. And we really need a center. Sorry, but for me, shoe salesman is not doing it for me. I feel you, Div, but I also like the pieces that we got. Can't be mad at him too. Like he's changing the whole situation up. It's just stupid, man. It's just stupid guys. It's the signing of those guys. It's just what up, Harshard? I said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm more concerned about the offense right now than our defense. Besides Luka and Kyrie, we have no other consistent scorers. Ben's a Glow Yard Gang member. He said, here for the shots. We only got the energy today, Ben. Dave says, sorry, but this organization is a joke. We didn't need time, like 20 games, to figure out Power is an awful signing. Nico is a bum, period. I'm sorry, but you re-signed this bum to 3 years. Hey, man. It don't, again, Dave, I'm trying to tell you. It don't matter who our general manager was. I feel like they're going to sign Powell and Maxi Kleber. That's why only certain people would be the general manager for the Dallas Mavericks. Gina Kim said, I think we should call up Greg Brown and AJ Lawson from the G League. Send Max back to help his development and Powell there too, so he can learn how to rebound and hit threes. We need to try something. Dave says Powell can't give you anything. This guy should not be in the NBA, period. He is washed and has been, and we actually re-signed him for 3 years instead of keeping McGee. Really? Sorry, GM is a bum. Dave says, does Powell, after 11 years in the league, don't know the rules? He literally went the opposite direction and not get caught for a 3-second call. Then the player he covered, he covers. Yup, dude. So, man, hey. Live said, I'm worried that Omax might need a lot of time to develop into a good player. Main reason has to be his IQ because he never knows where to go or where to stand. I don't know why he isn't in the G League. Like that, just let him be in the G League to play. He's not going to be able to develop this way. We're watching Josh Green all over again. Send him to the G League and let him play. Or even let him play in the league if you just don't care. Like, just choose a direction, though. That's the thing. They don't have a direction. Gina Kim says, I want more Luka playing together like a duo, not just one cooking and then the other cooks. We need better plays, not Timmy bringing the ball and dribbling it out of bounds.
Yeah, crazy part about it, Gina, they was doing that early in the season. And then, like, further along, they're starting to move back away from that. So,
Parshaw says, kid needs to play Hardy over Seth. We need another ball handler and score on the floor. TGK says, seeing real like this makes me sad. For real. I'm sorry, guys. Blame Brian Damaris. Nah, this deeper than Brian Damaris, TGK. Brian Damaris get paid by some dude, too. Vaughn, Glow Yard Gang member, he says 1-3 in the last 4 games. Almost went 0-4, shaking my head. We were 2nd seed. Now we only 1 game ahead of the 8th seed. Yeah. Thank you, Malcolm. Larry, he's a Glow Yard Gang member as well. He said, I can tell fans are going to be crazy toxic today on Twitter. Luka and Kai both played well. This is a full roster. Loss, no presence in the paint. No help in the scoring. A bad loss to a bad team. Yeah, Larry.
yeah.
Dave says, sorry, Nico, if you are the GM, you need to make a move, period. And if you can't, then to me, you are just a pawn, and I got zero respect from you. Powell is total trash. We need to trade now. Johnny B, what up? Blow Y'all Gang member. He says, this game was so trash, it's not even worth a show. Y'all should have took the night off.
Yeah.
A Mount Glow Y'all Gang member, he says, 8 for THJ and Holmes. Live says too many guys are mediocre, and it starts right after Luka and Kai. Even Williams has too many flaws, first being his lack of speed. Lively might be good, and sometimes everybody else is average. I feel you. I'm going to go ahead and jump on. Where did I jump? Did it disappear off my screen? And I'm like, okay, that is. All right, Gina Kim said, I feel you, Ro. I don't even get mad anymore. I feel so frustrated and done with this team. It's a cycle that repeats over and over, and at some point you just have to accept it.
Yeah, you're right, Gina. Like what Poppy's always say, I only got one team, man. So I can't
see
just
you.
bandwagon on nobody else's team right now.
Yeah, I see you, Darius. We got you, man. We here. We just saying. We just being real about how we feel sometimes about doing it, but we got y'all, man. This is part of our life now as well. Brian says you made LOL with your "I'm tired" comments because I totally understand. Oh, you made him LOL. Sometimes we have to laugh to shake it off when we're in this mood. It's on management to be serious. Yeah, Brian. Yeah.
Brian, know it's funny. Like we more serious about it than they are. Seem like sometimes we more invested than they are. That's what it feels like.
Precision said, without Lively, our front court is straight trash, just being real. Holmes, 21 minutes, 0 points, 5 rebounds. Powell, 15 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Embarrassing. Kid is clueless. No PG-13 double teams. Man, they couldn't double team today. Precision, that's the thing. Like, when you got no protection at the rim, you double team. Like, somebody going to be under the rim.
Layups.
Easy bucket. Yeah, like, it's rough, man. It's rough. Gav says, I'm disappointed too, but for real, there's a whole season to play, man. That wasn't a finals loss yet. Yeah, Gav. It is what it is. Keeping it real though, man. It's an ugly loss. There's been a few ugly losses in the past 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks. Like we've won like
somebody just said, we only won 1 in 4 games.
Yeah. And then
that's not the first time. We've been having a bunch of them in a row so far.
Yeah. Like we've lost, we started off hot. We've lost a bunch of our games like close to each other recently. Precision says Mavs are so damn frustrating. It just pisses you off, makes you want to curse. Yeah, man. Yeah. Rel needed the censor button a bunch of times today. They got him. Live says they are either good on defense or on offense. THJ Hardy carried your only offense. Other guys not enough on offense. I said that before the season. That's the way the roster constructed. It's weird.
We had that problem last year.
Mm-hmm. Alex says, if Luka and Kyrie aren't superheroes, we don't win. Even that isn't enough sometimes. I feel you, Alex.
Yeah, then they score both damn near score 40. One game we lost.
Yeah.
And both shot with 50%, like 55%. Score over 30 points. So, yeah.
What happened to the plays and all JK and them were running in the first part of the season?
That's what I was saying. They had plays. Remember, we saw the videos on mad.com and all that. What happened to those?
Gina Kim said, can't even come together as fans because they're so negative. And I know it's Twitter, but I've met some nice MFFLs. But these stands are making it even more toxic and not fun to even discuss. I feel you. Live says, well, Powell does neither offense nor defense, as we all know. Brian says, management started off the offseason with an A+. Read the draft, but without some of the dumb signings, it went to a B at best, or with some of them, I guess. See Maxey, DP, and Curry. Yeah, Maxey was the year before, but yes, Brian. Gina Kim said Luka wanted a veteran big too. Nico did great at getting Lively, but not getting more than that. It's hurting us. He must have thought Luka meant Powell or something.
That's what I was saying, Gina. Like, I guess when you said veteran big, well, we're gonna get Powell back. Like, it's not helping, man.
Precision says Powell's new nickname is Backslap. He is freaking sorry. He shouldn't have gotten resigned. Embarrassing. These are all comments from the Glow Yard, y'all. If you listen on podcasts, it's not me, by the way. Potato says, my God, this game's so embarrassing. We really are relying on a rookie center. Another non-existent game from Josh Green. Another masterclass coaching from Jason Kidd. Make a freaking trade. Mount as well says, I'm convinced the White Powell will always end up starting if he's here. That's what Raul talks about. Brian says, I forgot about Morris. So the bad signers are Maxey, DP, Curry, and Morris. So I changed my grade to a C. Uncle Slow-Mo says this game was total ass. I'm sick of this team making bench players into starters. Grant, Josh, and DJJ. D and 3, please. They can't dribble and attack. 3 ain't falling hell and can't defend. Man. Gina Kim said, I heard a lot of MFFLs coping, I guess, for Powell, saying they like Powell on the vet men, and he's a good backup. When the fan base is this brainwashed, I don't expect him to understand. Brian says, y'all on one today. That's all y'all. Brian says, I forgot about Morris. Oh, saw that. Okay, same one. Live says, I desperately want either OG or Herb Jones or Lou Dort. Then let's hope D-Live becomes a monster. This is all I dare to hope at this time. Give them all the picks plus THJ plus Green and maybe even Hardy. I feel you, but you got
to. I'll take Lou Dort. Not right now. I mean, not now, but right now, bro.
As long as you're willing to get rid of that stuff, Live. But you're going to have to get rid of something. Larry says, watching both Powell and Holmes tonight depressed me so much I turned the game off and refused to turn it back on. 2 points and 7 rebounds combined is atrocious. I see why the Kings were done with Holmes. Oh, my goodness, Larry, man. I guess Larry must have expected Rashawn Holmes to come in and drop 20 and 10. Was that that's part one? Hold on, let me get this one. He said, and we should have been done with Powell. Now we have to pray for our rookie to come back. Josh Green is on the most wanted list for his play this season. We played him. Yeah, man, that part hurts. I ain't gonna lie. Josh Green, man. Dave says, come on, guys. We are fools for believing in this front office. 1, assign coach for GM. I mean, that wasn't Nico's fault, Dave. 2, hire inexperienced GM. 3, hire a coach who has no true success as main coach.
They didn't even interview any other coaches, Div. They didn't interview any other coaches. You had Coach Mosley right there in your franchise. You didn't even give him an interview.
You said the number 2 defense in the league. Okay. Brian says kids' decision making is horrible in critical moments. He's like a robot with substitutions. He has to read the game and know when you have to shorten your bench. Yeah, Brian, like, bro, stop going with that same rotation sometimes. Like, change, adjust. Larry says, and we should have been done with Powell. Okay, I read it already. Sorry. TGK says, and this is your first one, I think, TGK. Glow Yard Gang member. Y'all know he the unofficial pregame show. He says, King, Hardy, Cleaver, and picks for OG need to be sent ASAP. LOL. Man, whatever, man. Let's get something.
Yeah, send it in, man. Send it in, bro.
Gina Kim said, I was about to start trusting Kid, but I'm off the train. I was already doubting him, but now I understand that nothing has changed. I'm over the same ish. Worst coach in the league. Potato say, Axum got more rebounds than our centers tonight. We need to trade that happen ASAP. This team can't win without Lively. Yes. Yikes. What up, Al? She says, I'm on my way home from this terrible game. She did go to the game. She said, I screamed out, I hate you, just to Dwight Powell. My son went with me and saw how he swats the ball and doesn't catch it. My goodness, he got to go.
Yeah, he swatted one right to Kawhi for a fast break.
I think it's PG, but yes.
Oh my God! No, it was Kawhi. I saw the one in the middle of the court. Ooh. He swatted right to him because I think even Kawhi was like, "Oh," and it turned around.
Yeah,
and
just started going. Was like, man.
You
got another one? I'm going here. I'm aware.
Larry is as a member for 8 months. He said I didn't expect. He said I didn't expect Holmes to give us 20 and 10, but 10 and 10 or 5 and 8. So that was so his presence can be felt in the game. We need him to play. If not, get ready to baby DL2. I mean,
he could probably give us around 5 and 8. If
I mean, you're right. You're right, Larry. You're right. I mean,
he was trash today. He was.
Yeah, he was. I just
everybody was trash today.
Yeah.
There was no other role player that did anything. So he gave me 5 rebounds. Like, I'm not gonna say he did the greatest thing, but like he out of position, man. Like that shouldn't be his role. And then kids still wanted to play Dwight Powell, and then decided eventually to stop playing him and go to the like.
Yeah, they're putting Grant Williams at the 5.
Yeah, like so. I'm not off the train yet. Like I want to see him when Derek Lively plays, and he plays behind Derek Lively. Then I'll make my final decision on him. Larry, appreciate you all.
I ain't gonna lie, Larry. I still want a backup center though.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brian says, OMG, I forgot about Green. So the bad signings were Maxey, DP, Curry, Green, and Moore. So the offseason is a C minus.
Dang, he just keep dropping it, bro.
TGK also says, Ro, we could have had Kelly Oubre instead of Steph Curry. Yep, bro. We could have had Kelly Oubre.
And TGK, correct me if I'm wrong. Ain't Kelly Oubre about 6'7", 6'8"?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you decide to sign another guard that you barely play. But I mean, it makes sense to me.
Wupo says defense wasn't the story of the Lakers or Clippers game. It was offense. Need a real third option on his team.
Hey, don't let Johnny B hear you say that, Wapo.
Wupo also says everyone is talking about size, which is a problem, but that wasn't the issue these past 2 games. Larry says, I'll say it, there's no bench to go to. You have to hope that your starters and THJ are playing good for a chance to win a game. If not, you're stuck with mostly poor defense and undersized scores. Man, I can't disagree with you right now, Larry. Gina Kim said, I'm going to be honest. I don't think Kidd is really a good developmental coach. What coach develops their players by playing mind games and not even playing them? Players develop themselves. Mount says, you're right, King. Jaden will be better if they played him in THJ's minutes. I think he would actually take less shots and be more efficient. I think our offense would benefit greatly. Hey, man, it's not even a down THJ season, like I said, but he's valuable right now. He may not be much longer, but trade him, man. Let's go get somebody else. We know what we need. We got somebody in Jaden Hardy that can at least do 80% of what Tim Hardaway Jr. does right now. Precision says trade THJ while he got value. Tired of these bums. Gina Kim said, I saw a video of Mavs practicing and they were shooting half-court shots. Powell was under the basket playing around while Holmes was in the background getting shots up. Powell could never. Yeah, Powell stays under the basket hitting him with the shoulders for rebounds.
But remember, we signed him back to help out Lively.
Yep. Larry says, I was happy to see Holmes start, but as the game went on, it almost felt like I'm watching another DP. Nah, he wasn't as bad as DP. He was getting rebounds and all. At the beginning, I don't know. I feel you. Larry just be trying to find ways to go down on people. Pause. Ryan says, when I saw Curry in the game before Hardy, I checked out. Game over. We're not coming back with those decisions. Amount said, I'll take Josh Giddey over Powell right now. Okay, see, let's do it.
I ain't touching that one.
Yo, Amount, you wildin', man. Y'all hilarious. I love it, though. Oh, man. Gina Kim said, I'm fine with kids stand, but as an assistant coach. But no one on that coaching staff is good, honestly. Fire them all. I wanted Frank or Udoka or even Nurse, anyone but Kid. Yeah, we could add in them coaches, remember?
I said, I've been hearing me say this for the longest, especially the day one. If y'all heard me say Jamal Mosley, I've been saying Jamal Mosley for the longest. We should have kept him.
We could have went for Nick Nurse, though. Brian said it's like having flashbacks. Kids' decisions remind me of Steve Nash on the Nets.
Oh, man.
Don't learn from their mistakes. Ironic because they're point guards, so you would think they would know better. Anna says, I'm starting to see why Grant Williams fell out of the Celtics playoff rotation. Man. Gina Kim said, and that's what I've been thinking. Cuban has gotten used to Dirk and it's hurting Luka. As long as we have Luka, he's okay with him cooking instead of helping him roster wise. Yeah, I think Luka. I think like Mark Cuban a little too into that Luka stats and showing he got the best player and all that stuff too, instead of just getting him a good team. But
yeah, because if you think about it, him and Dirk were both, those type of guys who can take a piece of paper, a paper clip, water, chewing gum, and a sock with a hole in it to the finals, right? Type of players, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to overwork those guys just to carry every game. That's why Dirk right now got two bad knees right now, because he's been carrying his whole career.
Dirk said he can't play basketball no more. That's sad when I heard that.
Like, get that man some help, bro.
I almost wanted to shed a tear, man.
He gave all that money for you to give him help, and you didn't give him help.
Chandler Parsons. Excuse me. Gina Kim said, if you know you need a big, why not get one? If any other team had Luka, they building around him easily. they would trade anyone to get Luka some help. It's a business at the end of the day. Yeah, you see how these other teams like the Boston Celtics and all like switch players and get other star players or like good pieces all the time. How the Mavericks do that?
Yes.
They'll take one whole like two pieces that they're like, oh, they good pieces. A Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year, and all that stuff, and switch that around and get try Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. You feel me? Like they'll try stuff like that, but the Mavericks just Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber. Yeah. Gina Kim said that one thing I don't get is why wouldn't you trade Maxi or Powell when you had the chance? Other players like Smart and Holiday are better, but their franchise traded them. We traded Doda.
Not even trading them, Gina. Don't sign them back.
Don't sign them. Just go have money.
You had a chance for them both of them to be gone. If you just let their contracts ride, but extend them. Yep. I mean, it just.
You saying we could have had all that money available when it signed somebody like Kelly Oubre for the low, still had money available. You saying all that stuff could have been done?
Yeah.
Johnny B, he also says at this point, just call up the two-way guys and let them play instead. Powell, Maxey, Green, Keith, Holmes, Seth, Omax, all stink. These losses are going to start stacking up quick if we keep this up. I don't think Hardy sucks. I really think it's just about him.
But you're right about them losses, though, man. This is why y'all kept hearing us say, get your wins now.
Yep.
Get them now while you can before the schedule get real tough. You know what I'm saying? So
Phoenix don't won 6 in a row. OKC before the night had won 6 in a row. Like teams will start winning again, and you'll fall that quick. We were close to what? No, we would have been number 2 if we'd have won today. And now we, like you said, 1 game away from the 8th seed. Anna says the fact that the Mavs are 10-6 while playing only 6 home games is a positive. Let's not act like we're not on the Titanic. You're right. Right, that is a good point. They only played 6 home games so far. The schedule's been wild.
You can look at it that way. Or you see the holes we got. We have no size. Rotations are being boo-boo. Players are showing up today, but don't show up tomorrow.
So you can see it that way.
So, I mean, yeah, you want to look at the positive way, yeah, you can look at it like that. But like I just said a minute ago, the schedule's not going to get any easier.
We got Houston next, right?
Yeah. And Houston ain't no free bingo space.
Nah, not this year.
So like that's what I'm saying. Defense, so yeah, you can say that. But
I think
look at the issues we have right now.
I think Houston do have the number 1 defense in the league.
Something like that.
Gina Kim says, so why is it so hard to trade them or let them go when we don't really need them and they're not important to this franchise other than community service? Allegedly, they are important to the franchise, Gina Kim.
They keep re-signing them.
Yeah.
Now, what their importance is, I don't know. I can't tell you, but I mean.
I wish somebody would tell us. Johnny B said Grant, Will, and DJJ are starting to look more and more like bench players instead of starters. Hey. Gina Kim said Luka can get Kyle more involved, but at the end of the day, it falls on coaching. How do you have 2 superstars and not know how to use them? Yeah, I agree with that one as well.
I said before, too. So somebody brought up kids' history. Talked about, matter of fact, Milwaukee. The last year kid was there in Milwaukee, and then a year after that, the offense took a huge jump when kid left with still the same players they already had on the team. So that's why I'm saying, like, you might be right, Gina, about the coaching. Like, you get a better coach in there. Like, that's why you heard me say all offseason, get somebody like a Terry Stotts, somebody who can help facilitate the offense or something. You know what I'm saying? Because all them coaches on that bench right now, I don't trust them guys.
At least get JK some help, man. Like,
that's what we're saying.
Larry says, I really am starting to hate the Wood trade more and more. And the season goes on, or as the season goes on, if we would have stayed packed, we could have had Jalen Williams and maybe DL2 right now instead of Holmes and Powell. I mean, I can't even be mad at you about saying it that way. We would have had another pick. Gina Kim said, at this point, I would like to see Luka and Kai be like LeBron and coach themselves. Ham is similar to the kid. They both stand there and watch with their hands in their pockets. Yeah, that's a lot of stress, though, Gina Kim. Larry says, kid sticks to his minutes for Kai and Luka too much. Sometimes you have to burn them out, especially if you have another game for 3 days. Yeah, Larry.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
Larry criticizing kid. I never thought I would say see that.
Jenna Kim said, I love, why you do that, right? You already know what's about to
My
happen.
bad.
Jenna Kim said, I love when Kai started going off and for the second half. You could tell he wanted to win, but everyone else, excluding Luka and Exum, decided to not show up. It gave me false hope, though. Bro, game ball go to Exum.
Yeah.
That's my game ball. Bro, I like Exum. Shout out to you, Larry, on Exum as well, man. But I like Exum. I'm a fan of Exum. I really think Exum needs more minutes. Malcolm says, even with the Mavs being 10-6 and letting out a stinker of a game, how many teams in the West can beat the Mavs in 7? I don't know, Malcolm. I'm not at the point of saying how many teams can beat us. I don't know. It's like toss-ups right now. That's how I feel. Like I ain't betting my house that the Mavs going to beat them in 7 games either, though. Like I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, because a lot of them teams in the West right now, man, got size that we don't have.
If they know that formula and Dark Lively and foul trouble, it's going to be real difficult, even with Luka and Kyrie, man. Gina Kim said, Powell isn't a real big if Chandler hasn't worked with him. And when he's literally never developed over the years, he's been here. Yeah, well, that is a good question, Gina Kim.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Tyson Chandler been working with Moses Brown and all that. Never worked with Dwight Powell, though. Johnny B said there is a positive at the end of this. Because if we keep this up, kids should be fired soon.
With that smiley face. With Johnny Wild, man.
Gina Kim said, I saw a video where Luka's old coach in Madrid told how he coached Luka. He said he would tell him to call the plays and set up his teammates and worry about scoring later. Luka needs him back. If Luka's going to be PG, man, you got to be PG. You got a 2 guard beside you. Jaime says the sad thing is that it's not a Kai issue. They don't have the defense, especially at 3 and 4. Lovell Williams and DJJ have done, but they are not the answer. They need a lockdown. Yeah, it might be like that. You need that steady POA, like the people were saying, that real POA, like that the pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny B
said,
we
get like a Lou Dort or something, man. That'd be
yeah. Johnny B said, can we just call Philly and see what they want for Bamba and KJ Martin? I mean, we could. I mean, if we can get rid of either Maxey or Powell, I'm with it. Brian says, even look at when LeBron and Kyrie played together. Even LeBron knew that there's a time and place for everything. LBJ knew that to win. There are times to let Kyrie cook if you want to win. Yeah, I think the last year Kyrie was there. Maybe the last 2. Kyrie led the team in scoring over LeBron, I want to say. Am I tripping? Well, he had more shots. I'm sorry. I didn't think he led the league in scoring wrong. I think he had more shots. I think he averaged more shots than LeBron did, though, because Kyrie don't get to the free throw line as many as LeBron. But I think that happened, and LeBron was fine with doing that. Like, he was making sure Kyrie was getting his. Like, you gotta. That's the issue with, I guess, Luka being the older one, being the point guard. I mean, the younger one, I should say, being the point guard this time, because it's like, Luka, you gotta fall back sometimes. Jaime says, and as much as I'd hate to use the limited assets we need in OG or Pascal. I mean, I'm down with either one of them. Gina Kim said, we can't say anything without fans overreacting. This fan base has turned both toxic and delusional. Everything is hate and can't please them, yeah. Johnny B said Josh Green was 0. He doesn't deserve minutes anymore. Play Greg Brown instead. You just made a statement, though, the other day saying you wish we had a show the last time because you won't give him respect. You was waiting for that, Johnny B. You know. James says, if Kwame Brown is considered by some to be a bust, then what the hell is D. Powell? Dude makes me stop eating my snacks on the spot when he enters the game. Dude, Kwame Brown is better than Dwight Powell.
Dang.
You don't believe it? You don't think Kwame Brown better than Dwight?
That's crazy.
Kwame Brown was just a bust for being the number 1 pick. Kwame Brown better than Dwight Powell.
Everybody better than Dwight Powell, bro.
Like, Kwame Brown could be justified to be a 2nd-round draft pick. I don't know if your boy Dwight should be undrafted. Gina Kim said Luka can't be great if he keeps this up. And we criticize him because we know he can be better. But he has to stop with these lazy plays sometimes. It's up to him to be better, though. Bro, I showed and I shared the comment that LeBron James made about Luka. He said, they asked how great can he be? He said, as great as he wants to be. That's the same thing we try to promote over here. As great as Luka wants to be. You can't have days off, man. It doesn't happen. That's not how it works. I've seen enough great players in my time now. What is it? Stapovsky? I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. He says, and yet Kai gets no hate ever, even when sleeping for 25 minutes out of 35. Hope Luka leaves ASAP. Then you can finally be champs again since you don't need anything else but Kai. He say he's sleeping for 25 minutes out of 35. I keep saying, who team is this? Is this Luka Doncic's team or Kyrie's team? Kyrie get you 25 in 10 minutes and people cry or whatever. Like I've never seen this before, bro. Like I've never seen this from any other fan base before. I've never seen Kevin McHale gets like criticized like this. I've never seen no other number two get criticized. The only reason like Anthony Davis gets criticized because he shouldn't be a number two. LeBron should be able to play the way LeBron played the last game when he went for 16 in the fourth quarter, because that's what you give me a number two guy and all that. But for some reason, when stuff goes down, it's like it's Kyrie's fault, like he's the guy on the team. But I thought it wasn't Kyrie's team. If it's Kyrie's team, we need to have another conversation. That's what I told everybody else. I didn't think it was his team.
There you go, Gina, right there.
Yep. Brian says this is ridiculous, and yet Kai gets no hate ever. What did he do wrong for a number two today? Oh, he's supposed to score more than Luka again. My bad. Brian says, I was worried about Grant Williams when I saw an interview where he said he wanted to expand his game. He's a role player, so if he doesn't focus on defense and the dirty work, it's bad for the team. I'm sorry, that comment just got me. Yeah, Brian. Like, was he supposed to score 20 more in the other minutes so he could have whatever he had and then be way above Luka? Is that
two things? Did you not hear what I said earlier in the show? And did you not just see Gina's last comment?
Yeah, so I heard it and saw it. Gina Kim said Holmes wasn't great, but he still rebounded better and was way better than Powell. I agree he's better off the bench after Lively, but he has to start, and I'm fine with that. If I'm choosing between him and Powell, you're right. James says King, good thing kid is not a philosopher. Yes.
He think he is.
Wupo says, I do not envy Nico being put in a position with limited assets and being asked to flip the entire roster. That's the part I'm saying, Wupo. Got to give him credit. Even though you can give him the knock as well, I'm not going to say I agree with all his decisions. His signings are suspect sometimes. But he's flipping his roster, man. He's flipping as much as I feel like he can.
And that's another thing, too, Wupo, why he got to, whenever we do have a draft pick, we have our own draft pick to use, you got to hit on it. We're at that point now. You got to hit on it. Ain't no more. We can't be like the 76ers where they had like 9 missed, draft picks and they only hit on Joel Embiid. Like, you got to hit at least the next 3 out of 4 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Gina Kim said it sucks too because we have both, I guess, Kai and Luka stands going at it. Whether we win or lose, they still have something to complain about. Kai stands with him back with KD and Luka stands are coping. Man. Ridiculous, man. Gina Kim said, I'm not confident we'll beat the Rockets, especially on those tournament courts that Luka plays horrible on.
Oh, man. I forgot about that.
We finally get to see our court, though, right? That we haven't played on yet?
Yeah. As if nothing go wrong, I guess, but yeah.
Gina Kim said, I had to laugh when Powell slapped the ball to Kawhi. Just embarrassing. We'll get nowhere if we can't get rid of bad contracts. Amen. She also says, after Dodo was traded, I didn't care for anyone else except Hardy and Green, to be honest. I thought Hardy would be our 6th man, but now he's DNP'd. Some games or plays little minutes. Green is just bad. Gina Kim said, I feel like Cuban just wants to show that we're loyal, but that's not going to help the team. She said, I wouldn't hire my uncle because he's my family if he's not helping me when I can hire someone who works better. Yes. James said, I'd rather see Omax at center at this point. Yes. Gina Kim said, kid isn't going to get fired because Luka and Kai saved him when he does bad. We were lucky to win that Lakers game, and in past games when it was just Luka had saved him too. Yep. Oh, man. Almost to the end. Amount says Powell going to have to do Scanless with Chet. James says, no, my point was Kwame Brown is hella better than Powell. I never saw a bust in Kwame at all. My bad.
Oh, no.
I'm saying Rel, James, as far as the Kwame Brown thing. I'm like, yeah, Kwame Brown is better than the Dwight Powell.
At least Kwame Brown had like a little 15-foot jump shot.
Hold on,
Yeah,
can
what's on?
I attack this one too real quick? So, fan, I know you've been put a timeout on. You came back, but they've been forcing Luka to play injured. Like, how they forcing Luka to play injured? I feel like it's Luka that's playing injured. That's not like, how does it go both ways? If you hurt, sit down for a second and get yourself wrapped up instead of coming back and trying to jack up step back threes.
The last one here.
Oh, Jana Kim said Luka's ceiling is top 3 all time, but we can't keep wasting his career like this if he can't win. Yeah.
True. Oh crap! I don't know why I did that. Sorry. But yeah, man, it's gonna probably do it for us tonight, man. Quick show. Definitely got to get up here in the next few hours. So I know I'm gonna have a short night of the rest. But yeah, we'll be back here, guys. What's the next game? Tuesday. We'll be here Tuesday, man. After the Mavs play the Rockets, so can't make no promises. I don't know what's gonna look like on Tuesday, man. Now, hopefully, there.
Yeah, I've seen it, man. I've seen. I already told everybody. Powell would destroy everybody in the chat, like one on whatever. He in the NBA. I'm not that foolish. I'm not.
But yeah, even threw me out with that comment. Yeah, we'll be back here on Tuesday, man. After the Rockets game, Dallas play the Rockets. I guess that's a 7:30. So we had a regular hour game instead of being up here at 1:00 in the morning talking about these Mavs right now. Like I said, y'all know all the good things, man. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us on all our socials. Follow us on Playback TV. I probably won't be in there to watch the game on Tuesday. King probably be in there. Also, what's another thing? We'll have this up on podcast form tonight for the podcast listeners. We appreciate y'all too. I guess that's it, man. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You got anything else, King?
Share, more share, y'all. Make sure you like, please, so that we can. That's included as a share as well. I mean, hopefully things will be better on Tuesday, man. Let's pray for Lively to return and hope that Luka's okay.
That's crazy, bro. We thanking everything on a rookie, man. Yeah. But it's what it is. That's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. Your boy Relin King from We Talk Mavs, talking Dallas Mavs from a fan perspective and all them good things. We'll be back on here Tuesday, guys. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs. And we out.